Today's show is sponsored by the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. They are bringing The Psychology of Serial Killers to the Byam Theater on May 2nd. If you are a fan of true crime, of mystery, it sounds like this is going to be right up your alley. The Psychology of Serial Killers is a live true crime event led by a clinical psychologist, Dr. Rachel Tolles. She's diving into the minds of some of the world's most infamous serial killers right there on stage with you. So get some answers and your tickets right now at trustarts.org. CityCast Pittsburgh is supported today by Brewhouse Arts. Y'all know that giant glowing clock tower on the south side? It's sort of behind and below that in a historic space that used to make local beer. If you have not been yet, Brewhouse Arts is really beautiful. High ceilings, so textured, and every show there sort of leaps off the walls. Their latest exhibition, I Remember It Better, could be your perfect chance to check it out. It features 7 artists in residence, all based in Pittsburgh, and it's on display Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays now through June 20th. Check out brewhousearts.org for more information about the artists and all the gallery's upcoming events. This is CityCast Pittsburgh. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about. Sophia, what is your quintessential spring flavor?
I think we should have more cherry stuff, especially cherry blossom. You are making a face at me.
I don't think cherry's for me, but I'm glad you were ready with that. So
I have been drinking the cherry vanilla cold brew at Delaney's all the time. It's available at the Shady Side location. Don't know about the South Side. Highly recommend it. And we have cherry blossoms going now. Our little red buds, they're very cute. DC, I know, does a ton of cherry blossom flavors because obviously they're
DC.
Cute. Yeah. But I've seen stuff on social media with cherry blossom stuff in Philly and other cities. So Pittsburgh, get on it.
Okay. I think I'm going to go a little more classic. I really like lavender. I know it's a teen favorite.
I don't like lavender. I think it tastes like soap.
I think some lavender, fake lavender, anything that you buy that's those syrups that are made from other companies. But when it's a house-made syrup, all day. Lavender all day. Fresh buds. I've had it in a lemon cheesecake, pound cake situation.
Okay, that sounds good. I would say lavender has pretty much already become a year-round flavor, though. I see it all the time. But
that's true.
I do get that, spring flowers, yay.
Yeah, I think you're much more on trend. And I've just become attached to something else. But I like this. I like the idea of thinking about what is the spring version of pumpkin spice? We need a thing. I am here today with producer Sophia Lo talking about some delicious events we have coming up this spring because I feel like the food festival season calendar is kind of starting to pop off. And before it gets in full swing, we want to let y'all know what's coming up so you can kind of plan ahead.
Oh, absolutely. And we're kind of breaking things up as specialty foods first and then boozy events. And, you can always check out our food festival article on our website, pittsburgh.citycast.fm, because there's a lot of dates and stuff. And I sometimes need a reminder.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to listen. I love to multitask, but then I need to go back and actually check up. So first up, we want to mention it because it was this past weekend and I feel like it kind of feeds into the vibe of the spring and the summer, was Veg Fair at Rockwell Park.
It was so much fun. I go all the time. It's been around, I think this is its 3rd year, and they're really ramping things up. My favorite vendor, Monster Baby Donuts, they come in from Ohio. They let me pre-order on Instagram, so that is something I am hoping to see at Veg Fest, which happens in August. I guess you can mark your calendars down for that now. I actually don't know what date it is. Yeah. I feel like my food festival season is sandwiched by Veg Fair and then Veg Fest.
And that's why we're mentioning it, even though it already happened, is because Veg Fest is still something to get really excited about later in the year. So just keep it in mind. But it's also kind of that nice precursor for what's coming next, which is Pittsburgh Vegan Week. So that's going to be May 11th through 17th.
Yeah, this is organized by Humane Action Pittsburgh, and it's basically just a vegan version of your traditional restaurant week. So their website includes a bunch of participating restaurants. So that includes stuff like EYV, Con Alma, Senyai Thai Kitchen. I don't think these are all necessarily vegan restaurants.
They are not. I can confirm because I'm very proud of myself. I've literally been to all 3 of those in the last 2 months.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it's been a minute, I think, since I've been to any of these. I'm looking at some of the others. Alihan's Mediterranean Cuisine, Nurture PGH, which was also at Veg Fair. So
I haven't been there yet at all. Is it good?
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So I recommend checking that out as well. I think the nice thing about the week is that, festivals I get sometimes feel really intimidating because they're really crowded. You have to stand in line. So if you want some exclusive stuff, sometimes deals, or just need to get out more and sit in a restaurant instead of doing takeout, this lets you get in on the fun without having to stand in a line for 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it looks like there's some pretty good representation all over the city. I'm seeing stuff on the North Shore. Steubenville Pike's making an appearance, but also cafes, Latin food. This is cool. It's cool to see so much breadth. We have a lot of really great vegan treats and spaces in Pittsburgh, but
definitely.
Sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming to try to find one. So this is neat. It's a cool way to try them.
Yeah, I think it's also a good way if you're vegan and have non-vegan friends to find a restaurant where everyone can eat at.
Yes, I have a supper club and one of our members is vegan. And so literally everywhere we go is vegan and it's great. I love it because I'm not, but it gets me to try more places that were already on my list, but now we have a reason,
Mm-hmm.
We will move on to specialty festivals. Sophia, when I read this, I immediately thought of you. Your head was in my face. Mac and Cheese Festival. So this one's going to be at Three Crossings. That's the Strip District, right?
Yeah.
On May 2nd.
Yeah, I am really excited for this. I've never been because it's a ticketed festival, so I think that's important to know.
Do you want to buy a ticket to try 30 different mac and cheeses?
But that sounds really good. Usually I'm a little hesitant with ticketed festivals, but I feel we've rounded out some pretty good ones that give you a lot of samples.
30 mac and cheese, 30 bites of pasta is a lot of bites of pasta.
I mean, I think you could do it if you're walking around and everything too.
Oh, totally. I think that's when you plan your meals around that one. That's all.
Yeah. They also have a lot of stuff going on, too. They have a Bloody Mary and Mimosa Pavilion. I think this is the first year they're doing that.
I'm imagining getting boozy while eating these mac and cheeses. That's I don't think I could do it.
Carbs and alcohol, and also the summer heat is setting in.
You got to be made of sturdier stuff than I am. And that's also marathon weekend, too.
Ooh. Carb load before. This actually seems perfect.
Well, yeah, I guess it could be before. This all entirely depends on how your stomach handles dairy.
There's also live music and entertainment. The website does say they expect to sell out of tickets, though, so buy now if this is important to you.
Yeah. And then one of my favorite parts of Pittsburgh summer is the variety of Greek food festivals. So the first one, St. Nick's in Oakland, is kicking off May 5th through 10th. This is one, we talk about this every summer. Some of them you can order online.
This is one of them.
And you don't have to be in line forever. And all of y'all just experienced fish fry lines. I know you did. So if you did not enjoy the waiting in line, but you wanted your fish, this is the same kind of thing where you can order online and get all of that amazing Greek food without the have to stand there part.
Yeah, I usually order online. The one thing I do recommend is peeking at the menu ahead of time.
Yes.
St. Nick's usually puts it on their website a couple weeks before. So around now, if not yet, peep in a couple days because some of their specials are only served on certain days of the week. Even if you do show up and wait in line, though, there's music, there's dancing.
Oh, they make it fun.
Yeah, I think it's very much worth eating there. But something I'm really excited to do is go to their Euro truck because sometimes that's set up outside. I usually order ahead so I don't have to wait for my food, but then I am tantalized by the smell of the fries and the Euros. And I think this time I'm probably just going to go up, stand in line, and eat that outside and get a giant lemonade and pretend I'm at a fair.
See, what I've done in the past is I still order online to get the pickup food. I just grab it and then sit in the lawn.
Yeah.
I don't take the food home. I still eat it there, but that way I get to skip the line part and just be enjoying the sunshine and all that.
The one thing that you do order in person and eat in person, though, is the baklava sundae.
Yes. I haven't had it yet, but you've shown me pictures.
Yeah, neither have I, actually.
I thought that was your photo. That's so funny.
I may have taken a photo, but I was like ordering and then I had to like leave immediately. So I picked up my food and left, and I was like, can you do a baklava sundae? And I was like, I think this is going to melt. But it is exactly what it sounds like. I think it's vanilla ice cream, baklava. They have like sundae toppings, so you can get chocolate on it and everything. And it looks so, so good.
Okay. You've been talking about that for 2 years. I absolutely thought you were an expert in this. Okay. We're going to have to amend that. And then a classic Pittsburgh flavor, the strawberry jello pretzel salad standoff is coming to the block at Northway on May 16th.
I have actually never had strawberry jello pretzel salad.
Okay, it's I think
Did
it's
did I write it wrong? Did I say it wrong?
Salad. I always hear strawberry pretzel jello salad. I don't know that it matters. If you are, Sophia and I are both transplants. So if you were born and raised here and you have strong opinions about whether the jello or the pretzel take precedence, please let us know at our strawberry salad hotline, 412-212-8893.
Yeah, so this also looks really cool. This is hosted by friends of the podcast, Yajagoff, and local bakers and chefs are all presenting their versions of strawberry jello pretzel salad. That's the way I'm sticking for it now because that's how Yajagoff
That's what Yajagoff says, and they are true Jags, so they would know. They just did a version of this. We celebrated 412 Day last weekend. It was a true blast. But Yajagoff also did their own thing in Bakery Square. It was just enormous, Sophia, like huge. And one of their events is a strawberry jello pretzel salad eating contest.
Ooh, okay.
And there was,
that could be a first fun way. I've had like flavored things like in ice cream form and stuff, but just never as like salad form.
I think I'm remembering this correctly, but it would be on their Facebook page that the person who won had never tried it before.
Oh, okay. So
just went all in.
So maybe I can make this a trend. Okay. Or I could go to, this Standoff and try. It's sort of like the mac and cheese festival. You get to sample a bunch of different options. There's going to be an official judges panel, and then attendees get to vote on their favorite for a People's Choice Award.
Maybe we should petition to get to be judges. I think that should be fun.
Yajagoff, if you're listening.
Can I be a judge at the pretzel salad standoff?
And this one is also ticketed. So if you want to try a bunch of salad, go buy that ticket now.
CityCast Pittsburgh is brought to you today by Allegheny County. The county is recruiting poll workers, such an important job for the May 19th primary election. Poll workers, also called election officers, help run voting locations, and they earn money, $150 to $175 for the day, plus paid training before Election Day. Training can be in person or online, and new poll workers must complete it before working on Election Day. To serve, you must be a registered voter here in Allegheny County and be able to work the full day on May 19th. Poll workers play an important role in ensuring a smooth, fair election, and they gain valuable experience interacting with voters and managing the election process. If you're interested in earning a little extra money and supporting your community, apply online at AlleghenyVotes.com. Learn more and submit your application at AlleghenyVotes.com today. Today's podcast is sponsored by the Pittsburgh Opera. A lot of us think of opera as really dramatic stories focused on tragic love, and they can totally be like that. But opera can also be ridiculous and fun, and that is exactly what to expect from their next show. The Pittsburgh Opera is presenting Verdi's Falstaff. If you have not seen it, Falstaff is considered one of the best-known comedic operas of all time. The music really matches the mischief. It's based on The Merry Wives of Windsor by William Shakespeare, and you're going to follow Sir John Falstaff's attempts to woo 3 women with identical love letters. Honestly, I think Falstaff would have loved online dating. The show runs April 28th to May 3rd, and each performance has English subtitles projected above the stage. So you're always going to know what's going on, though I have been to their shows like this. The performers do such a great job of depicting the action. If you look away, you're still going to know what's up. Tickets start at $20, and kids and teens are always half price. Plus, the Pittsburgh Opera offers discounts for students, seniors, military service members, and more. Learn more at pittsburghopera.org/citycast. Pittsburgh Opera, where can we take you? Okay, we're moving on to boozy events, a wine walk, a festival, and also Beers of the Berg have their next big thing coming up. So we'll start on Saturday, May 9th. This is the Squirrel Hill Wine Walk, which I have done before. I'm almost certain it was cold outside. Like, I think it was in the fall.
Maybe they do it twice.
Maybe they do it twice. It was a lot of fun, Sophia.
Do you have a favorite store to pop into while you're doing your wine walk?
Yes. Games Unlimited was probably my favorite stop. There were a lot of really cute spots, and like every small business has like their own thing that they do. The pours, I would say, were generous.
Nice.
But Games Unlimited was just like fun to walk around because it's like a board game store. And they have like it had a lot of open space. And also like I was there with a friend who really enjoys gaming. So like it was kind of cool because they were like pointing out like I played that and I played that and oh, you would love this. And it was just really interactive.
Yeah, that's fun. I really like that store too. They also do a lot of like used board games.
Yes.
So you can get them for cheap, or if there's something that you're not playing as much anymore.
Or if it's like the single player thing, which I did not know was a thing in the board game industry. But like there's a lot of games now where like it's like almost like a mystery. And once you've played it, you've played it. So you can turn it in and then someone else can use it. And I love the sustainability of that.
Mm-hmm. It's really fun.
There's a wine festival coming up at the Pittsburgh Shrine Center. That's May 16th. So it's going to be wineries and breweries and distilleries. And this, I think, is more up your alley, Sophia, specialty cheese and sweets.
Yum.
Things to pair with your beverage.
That sounds really cool.
And if you really love it, you can get like the VIP access option. So that comes with extra tastings. There's a charcuterie option, apparently.
Ooh.
A T-shirt. They're going to have some music, some crafts, some jewelry vendors. Once again, ticketed.
I think most of the boozy ones are. Also, I think to check for age usually.
Yeah. There's usually like a check-in booth or something like that at all of these. And this is why we're talking about it in advance, like we said, because we really want to give you all a chance to like plan ahead if any of this wets your whistle, as it were.
And then last up, Beers of the Berg, which is at Carrie Blast Furnaces. And in case you missed it, we know who Carrie is now.
We do know who Carrie is now. It was a family member, but not like direct line of succession.
Yeah, cousin.
To the folks who owned the blast furnace. But like kind of lost to history. Like usually like society marriages are like a big deal and there's a ton of write-ups about them, but there wasn't for this one. So maybe there was something spicy happening. Who knows? Yeah,
we don't know, but the Rivers of Steel historians figured it out. If you want to hear a little bit more about Carrie, we'll have a link in the show notes where Megan spoke to Roman Haladio, who was a reporter for Next Pittsburgh, and he shares what we do know about like the juicy scandalous bits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was a scandal, but like it is hard to find, and like these mysteries, historical mysteries, are like kind of fun to dive into. And Carrie Blast Furnaces are just like a fun place to have an event. If you've never been out there, they do tours and stuff, but I think going to a festival is a really cool way to experience it as well, because there's just being in the shadow of this behemoth monster that helped create the industry that like Pittsburgh still identifies with. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and I actually saw there are a bunch of different tickets for this. So this is all happening on June 13th. And there is a ticket for Beers of the Berg that also includes a furnace tour. So
cool.
Yeah, you can do that and still get your drinks. The event includes beer, wine, spirits, cider, so not exclusively beer. There's also a ton of non-alcoholic options, which is really nice. And there is also a ticket for designated driver that's a little cheaper. So you can still go have fun, go see the furnaces without doing the beer part if that's not for you or, you know, your DD for the day.
Yeah, and I will also throw out, just because I think it's hysterical, Beers of the Berg is worth keeping in mind, too, because they still sell that hoodie, that Dr. Robbie hoodie from the Pit.
Oh, yeah.
Where they've made their logo sort of match the Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center or Pittsburgh Medical Trauma Center. Now we're back, Sophia. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, it looks like the one that he wears in the Pit. And it's really funny to
Maybe
me.
For season 3, they'll get an official Beers of the Berg shirt. I
mean, you don't need one when you can just like wear, you've got the combo of like something that is extremely local and a Pit reference. It's too perfect.
And there's also a free shuttle at the Holiday Inn at the waterfront for this one, because if you're parking like at the furnaces, that's going to cost money. But waterfront parking, free.
Yes. Very important. But usually it's not too bad if you're actually parking in Rankin. But it's weather dependent too. Like if it's super rainy, you may be parking in a bit more slush than you want. Just keep an eye out. That's all. You can always find more events like this. If you like this sort of thing, we collect them year round on our website. It's pittsburgh.citycast.fm/events. And if you're a member of CityCast Pittsburgh, if you're one of our neighbors, then you get a special email every Monday letting you know what's up and what we like.
Yeah, absolutely. It helps you plan your week. You get everything at once. People really love the events newsletter. So sign up at membership.citycast.fm.
And also in those emails, we ask you all questions and we let you know about things in advance. Like with our bonus segment, we're starting to do every Friday. You've heard a couple of them now. They're really fun. And sometimes members get to participate in the making of those in advance. Also, when we take questions, for example, we talked to Mayor Corey O'Connor last week. We asked our members first what they would ask Mayor O'Connor. So stuff like that. Lots to love and a lot of ways to plug in. Again, that's membership.citycast.fm.
Come join the neighborhood.
That is all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. If you are a fan of the food news, please do not sleep on that website. Again, one more time, pittsburgh.citycast.fm. You can scroll over to that food and drink section for a bunch of fun roundups like new restaurants and cafes and bakeries to check out, one about the best cooking classes in Pittsburgh, some of the best meals you can get under $10. And don't forget, you can always support us and get great perks by becoming a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. That's membership.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow with more from around the city. Talk to you soon.
We're 62 on a list of happiest places to live in America.
That feels low. How big are the places? Are they all cities, like metro areas?
Yeah, the top is Fremont, California.
No, that's a small place. That's not a metro area. Okay, that's fine. 62 actually feels high then.